Hey, welcome to my butterfly gardening channel. I'm filming in the rain. Yes, it's raining right now a little bit, so hopefully it's gonna let up. I'm not really sure, but I want to show you. Remember when I put this little pathway in my Florida native wildflower garden? Well, it's kind of wonky, especially this last step right here that will only allow 1 foot to be on. And these are all random stones that I put in here that don't match. You can see this one right here is even a broken piece. And then I have one of these that I stole from my patio. So when I was at Lowe's last, I bought 6 matching stones. I'm gonna replace this walkway, and it'll just be much more walkable. I won't lose my balance having to stand on the one brick at the end, and it's going to be much more visually appealing. So I don't know when I'm going to do that because we're supposed to have all this rain now. Like, I'm sneaking out here, like there's blue sky. Do you see it? And yet I am being rained on. I don't know if you can actually see the rain, but there's rain falling upon me. We also my husband and I ran to the nectary this morning, and I picked up a necklace pod. I don't have one of these. And it kind of grows like a small tree, sort of like a privet senna, but it's in the Fabaceae family, or pea, you know, like the butterfly pea kind of family, which actually is the privet senna in that too. I think so. And anyway, it's supposed to bloom like year round, and it's evergreen. So I'm considering putting it out into the side yard garden. And then I also got 2 thistles, which I set them down in the garden room. They're gonna go out in the side yard garden. I picked up another giant ironweed just because I love it. I might leave this one in the pot though. And then of course, I can't resist these. Starry rosin weed. And then this big pot here I picked up at Lowe's, and that's going to be the new home to oh, it's right over there. You see that little potted sugarberry tree? Although, you know, I gotta tell you, so here's my little sign, and I've had it in. So here's my little sign, and I've had it in here. But when I looked up the sugarberry online, I was checking to see if it was deciduous, and it is. The photo that they had on the Florida Native Plant Society site, the leaves, it did not look like this. I'm thinking, well, what do I have then? So I want to research that a little bit more. I think this is a sugarberry, so I'm gonna look it up and see. Okay, it's raining. It's raining more now. My phone is completely wet, so I should probably go in for a minute. Oh, but I have stuff to show you in the garden room, so let's go do that, and then maybe we can sneak back out here. And of course, on the way, look, there's even more blooming. I love these so much. Why can't they just bloom all year? Can you imagine if this was like this all year? But no, 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 no. Oh my goodness, I love this. I just have to savor this every day, and just, I should put a stool in the center of it and just sit there in the middle of it and pretend like I'm in a field of narrow-leaf sunflowers. I love it. Okay, let's go in because I have some new little friends to show you. Okay, so here we are looking at the lepidarium where I raised caterpillars to become butterflies. You can see there's a little zebra longwing in there, learning to use its wings. It's going to stay in there a little longer. And what do I have over here? Looky there. It's Kunti. And so I went to the nectary, and there were a few tall caterpillars. Catherine helped me find them. And so I have 3. There's one over there. I might move him back. He seems to be a bit lost, don't you think? So let's get in. Well, let me bring them out here and we'll look at them up close. Look at this. I'm just noticing a sulfur caterpillar pupated on the floral tube. That's an interesting location. But okay, little one. I just have to make sure I remember not to pull that tube out. Just leave it in there till it ecloses. Okay, I got this little guy. Look how cute. Tiny little thing. They look like little gummies. They do have a little fuzziness on them, but it's not spiky and they're not poisonous. So let's move him onto his host plant. Okay, there he is. Look how cute. A Tala caterpillar on the host plant Kunti. These are new to Central Florida. They used to be only in South Florida and coastal areas. I've been trying to get them established in my garden, so every time Catherine has some to share, she lets me bring a few little guys home. Although I don't think 3 will be enough to repopulate and colonize my garden. But it's still fun to have them for a little bit. So I'll raise them in the lepidarium and then release them as butterflies in my garden. Cute little guys. It looks like maybe I am going to get a little reprieve of the rain now. I have more little guys I brought in. Well, they're not little guys yet. You know the eggs I've been looking for. I finally found some Polydamas swallowtail eggs on one of my pipevine plants in my garden. I immediately squealed, and then I brought them in. So hopefully they're going to hatch and I'll get to raise another round of those adorable little guys. So I was out actually collecting cuttings of Passiflora incense that have, this one has a Gulf fritillary egg on it. And that's, while I was out there, that's when I found the little stem with the eggs, which you can see right here. So they're just kind of all here together. Look at that lovely little collection of hopefully future baby Polydamas swallowtail caterpillars. There's a lot of eggs there, and I have a lot of pipevine. It's had some time to grow back, so I should be able to raise all of these guys, or at least all the ones that thrive. I've been finding more and more Gulf fritillaries in my garden too. When I brought these cuttings in, I found some other guys who just happened to be I was lifting up the sleeve because it looks like he's underneath, but no, he's underneath too. There you go. I've got that big guy and some eggs for zebra longwings and some eggs for Gulf fritillaries. I know I found more Gulf fritillaries. Where are they? Oh, here's some over here. And there's a little one there. So things are picking up. Oh, here's more. Look at them all. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And you know, I am having the best time collecting eggs for the zebra longwings and the Gulf fritillaries and just bringing them in and raising them, because I have so much of that Passiflora incense. I don't have to worry about oh, they're going to eat all the host plant. I'm not going to have enough. And why not raise a bunch of them and have them all over my garden? I mean, that's fabulous. All right, here are my giant swallowtail eggs. These are the newer ones I brought in. All that other group that we kept watching and watching, none of them hatched. But I'm hopeful maybe some of these will. So we'll be checking back with those. I've got a few little sulfurs here on my work table too. And that's pretty much the update for the caterpillars. I'll probably go out looking to find more, maybe later today if the rain holds off. The little cardinal couples over there. You can see the male. They've been eating the berries on the fire bush. I believe they've just been hanging out in that area. The female's close by. I just don't think I can see her from here. Let's watch him. Is that what he's doing? Are you eating berries? Are you eating firebush berries? I love that my garden feeds wildlife. I mean, yes, its primary purpose here is for butterflies, but it just naturally becomes a wildlife garden. You know, it's funny, like this morning has all been overcast and we've had rain, which is unusual at this time of day for us. But it's like now the butterflies are like, yay, we can come out and get nectar now. Okay, let's go see my little stepping stones that are going to be a future. Oh my gosh, look at those flowers. And then behind them, all those snow square stems. The future walkway in my Florida native wildflower garden. There's Gulf fritillary. Just laid an egg right there in front of me. It's laying more. So the stones I bought are just simple little squares. They're not like the bigger ones like I have everywhere else, but they're the same tone. And I got 6 of them, and I just think they'll be pretty, and they'll make a nice walkway through there so I can get better access to all of those gorgeous Florida native wildflowers that are growing in there. Oh my gosh, starry rosinweed. Love, love, love. And then this is the pot that's going to get my hackberry. And I did look it up again. And this is a hackberry. That one other photo is the only one that looked different. Like I looked up a bunch of images and they were all like this. Hackberry, sugarberry. The necklace pot right there is a host to a certain type of moth, but it's one of those ones like they'll say is a pest. Because when I researched it, there are all these articles calling them pests and telling you how to get rid of them. And I'm like, I don't want to get rid of them. I want to know about them. And what's the name of the moth? It was like, it started with a G. I'll have to look it up again. It's the host plant to the Janista broom moth, another lovely name. Who named these creatures and plants? Elephant's foot broom moth. Okay, I think we could have come up with a better name. There's actually a couple monarchs in here right now, which is so nice to see because I am not raising any. It's the end of the season, and that just never goes well for me. I do not like seeing them eclose with OE, But I have their host plants in my garden, and clearly some of them are making it to becoming butterflies. And this one is particularly gorgeous. And loving the snow square stem. A little golf fritillary. Oh my gosh, this is just the most fun, having this right outside my back door. It's just so highly enjoyable to just come out here and be amongst the butterflies and other little flying things. Well, and the gorgeous flowers. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's a zebra longwing back there checking out my corky stem passion vine too. Bet there's gonna be some eggs there. Oh, I have to show you, speaking of a corky stem passion vine, funniest thing. Okay, I'm up here by my rue, and there were a bunch of pots. Like, look at that pot. It's gorgeous. And these two, right? They were all down there, like behind everything, just grown over. There's actually some paver stones down there too I need to dig out. But anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, I need those pots out of there. So when I pulled this one out, look what is growing in it. And look how long it is. I twirled it all up. So this is a corky stem passion vine, right? And here's one little, oh, look at those luscious green leaves. It looks like there's some munching going on. There might be some caterpillars on here. But then this one corky stem coming off, look how long it is. It's just growing and growing and growing. So here it is. Look how far out it comes. Okay. But then also growing in here is a twine vine. And it's super long too. So they were just, and it was like all grown in and along there. Like I kept pulling it out and pulling it out. And what are these eggs? Look. I'll have to take this in. Look at that. Look at that. These are probably zebra longwing eggs. Oh my gosh. So I'll take that cutting in and add it to my collection. So isn't that something? How long? So I've got to do something with this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I will figure it out. I think that's the funnest thing. I love finding little surprises like that. Let me go grab this cutting now. Okay, I got the eggs. Just going to tuck them in here with these other ones. There we go. And you know what else I noticed? This other stem that I thought was twine vine, because like twine vine leaves can look just like this, and this does not look like the corky stem flowers or leaves that I'm used to, but this is corky stem because look at the little tendrils. And it has the corky stem and it's attached. It's attached right there. So it's just got a totally, yeah, and look who's right there. I'll leave it here for you. You can come lay eggs on it. So that's kind of interesting. Look at how the leaves are. They're totally different looking than your typical corky stem leaves. So Oh no, that's cool. Oh yeah, look, here's a berry. When that ripens a little bit, I can take it in and get the seed out of it and plant it and grow more. I'll have to get a bigger pot to transplant it in. And gosh, I might have to go pick up another trellis somewhere for it. Oh, and the milkweed seeds. I've got to update you on the milkweed seeds. So I ordered a bunch of Florida native milkweed seeds that are seeds I have never grown or had plants of before. And I cold stratified them for an extra long period of time, as I shared with you in a previous video. But I want to show them to you. Some of them have germinated, just a few, but let's go see. All right, so I've got them in these big pots and I just scattered the seeds. Move this grow light out of the way. And I stuck the little baggies over popsicle sticks, and look, we've got some germination going on. So the one type, well, actually, this is viridiflora. Oh, so I have more than one species. This is Asclepias viridiflora, also known as green comet milkweed. This is Asclepias obovata, and we got nothing going on in there. This is Asclepias amplexicalis, or clasping milkweed, and got two there. I think this is the same one. Yeah. And I've got two here. And then this is viridis. So we got nothing there. So two of the three species I have seedlings for. That's pretty cool. And that's not to say, oh wait, I have four species. But that's not to say that the obovata and the viridis aren't going to come through and still germinate. Some seeds take a long time to germinate. So we'll have to keep watching these guys and hope that I can get them to grow, because y'all remember my humus strata? Oh my goodness, that plant, it just is bizarre. Let me show you. I moved it out here to give it a chance to be out in the sun to see if maybe it'll do something. Here we go. It's doing absolutely nothing. Look, it's these tiny, 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 like maybe it's working on a root system because they're tiny. And they've just been sitting here like that for a very long time. So I'm not sure what's going on, humus strata, but let's start doing something. The people want to see. We want to see what you're going to grow up to be. But please tap the like button, share this video with your friends who would just love to hang out in a butterfly garden. And I'll see you in the next one, which will be on Sunday, hopefully, unless I get totally rained out. But I can always, always find content to film in this garden. It always gives me the most beautiful things to film. I love it. All right, bye everyone, and thank you for watching.